Welcome into the Monday edition of your 30-minute musing. I hope you find it enjoyable. The weather here in South Florida is extremely enjoyable. I'm on my way into work where I'll be locked in a building all day. So hopefully anybody else that's in the area on this, November 3rd? Hey, maybe if you're out there at the beach, you're doing something. It's really fucking nice out. Not gonna lie, it's very nice out today. If that is your Kennedy / Mayor Joe Quimby of The Simpsons reference, there you have it. Whew. Air conditioning, let's get moving here. Let's get some shit going. Let's cool me down some. It's nice. I'm reading 91 degrees on the thermo. Woo! Man, I woke up 9 o'clock is when the alarm went off. I didn't get out of bed. I was laying around figuring, well, I reset my alarm for like noon. I'm like, nah, you know what? I got to be into work today at 4 p.m. No big deal. So I can get a little bit of an extra snooze going on. And just sat there stirring for maybe a half hour. I'm like, fuck it, I'm up, I'm awake. Can't do it. Not going to get any more sleep, so this is just, we is what we is right now. And I was who I was before I got here. So I woke up at 9 o'clock, got out of bed roughly 9:30, whatever, did my workout. I blasted some upper body, working the arms, or lack thereof. I was never an upper body built kind of guy, just wasn't. Never was, probably never will be. But did that workout, that went all kinds of well. Kind of, dare I say, sat around. I cooked up some food, did all that shit, blah, blah, blah. Checked out a couple of videos, some YouTube stuff. Sun visor, excuse me. Woo! New York plate right there. And that is on a Honda Civic, in case you're wondering. Man, what else? That's my workout. Took my vitamins right after the workout. Gotta get that fuel in me right away. Oh, I'm not even feeling that workout anymore. Yesterday was some good cardio. I feel that a little bit in the legs. Wondering what I do tomorrow. Today's gonna be a long day. I got a 3-hour live show, and then we're jumping into Monday Night Football, so it'll be a long day. I didn't do any recording today. No live streaming yet. I mean, I'll try to get something done when I get home. I want to try to stay consistent to get something going, like every day if I can help it. And I know sometimes that'll just not happen. Last night I actually chugged out 3 episodes. It was basically all one sitting, but it's just the way the pacing was going. It's like, wow, I got through all this shit really quick. Let me stop this video, export it over to my YouTube channel. I'm going to keep playing, but I'm just taking a quick pause for the cause. Actually, there is no cause right now. There is no wherewithal that's helping me with this. It's all on me. But a little time out to a sip of water, shot of Jameson, whatever you need to do. Bathroom break. It's like, wow, got through that episode. Let me get through there. Oh, look at that. Did another episode. Holy shit. So I got 3 episodes within one game last night, which is good. I learned a couple of things. I advanced with a couple of things. Some weapon upgrades in Metal Gear Solid 5, The Phantom Pain. So that was fun. I have a sniper rifle now with a silencer on it. That's going to be really fun. It was, actually. That was very fun. Makes things a lot smoother, actually. Like a silk shirt. Just smooth. Kill that guy from how far away and nobody knows the wiser. That's as cool as the other side of the pillow. Why I need to say that like I'm Billy D. Williams, I just don't have a clue. But that's the way it's got to be sometimes. So that was fun. 3 episodes just from one game last night. which is good. So even if I don't get anything recorded tonight, even though I want to, live stream, recorded, same thing. Even if I don't, I can look on the bright side and be like, well, I had 3 episodes last night. So they were about an hour apiece. So, I got 3 hours worth of shit done. 3 hours worth of content last night. Pretty good. If I can get something done tonight, even better. I just don't know, Monday Night Football, whenever the game is done, then I got to drive home and peel out my contact lenses. I know that'll be an issue. Usually is. Ah! Boy, the train track ding-ding-ding thing. Oh, the arms are starting to lower. Just as my light wind grinned across. Whatever, I'm good now. It's behind me, literally. I'll get a recording done tonight, more than likely. Unless I just, for some reason, get totally gassed. I've already had 2 cups of coffee. Oh, what plate is that? I don't know what you are. Couldn't quite see. It's in the oncoming lane, but it made the left turn, so it crossed the intersection. It almost looked like a Quebec plate, but it was not. Part of me thought I saw lettering that could have been Mississippi. I don't know. Definitely a non-Floridian plate. Man, it's nice out. Whew. And with tomorrow being a day off, I got some running around to do. A little bit of shopping. Get some laundry done. A workout, as usual. And more live streaming. Yeah, tomorrow's going to be a bit of a runaround day. What would I rather do first? Shopping's going to be further away. I'd rather get that done first. And then get home, get the laundry done. Then the workout. Then the sit on my ass because it's my day off kind of thing. You know what I mean? I should also get some other things going on too. Actually. Not just grocery shopping. Simple other stuff. Excuse me. Maybe a new pair of pants. Got a pair that's starting to get a little tattered up on me. Means I've had them for a while. By the by. Why do people say that? I know I've asked it before, but oh well. Whew. Well, yeah, November 3rd-ish, I'm going to say it is today. Well, the first Monday of November, you get the idea. 2nd or 3rd, something like that. Well, if Saturday night was 30th, it's only the 2nd then. Chronologically, mathematically making sense of it all, I believe it's the 2nd. At any rate. And I hardly had any Halloween candy. Hardly any. So I feel good about that. I didn't cheat too much. Oh shit, but what do I do for tomorrow's workout? I don't know. Yoga, blast away the core. These are the questions that I need answers to. Since I'm asking myself, good thing is I have time. But always thinking ahead. Oh yeah, pop my neck a little bit. That's fun. Let's see, yesterday was cardio, which is good, get the heart rate up and a lot of jumping around and lunges and shit like that, so the legs got the workout too. Today was arms. Got a bicep, tricep material. Yeah, maybe tomorrow's just core or yoga. All depends on if I feel too locked up in the legs. Maybe I'll get that stretch going. Otherwise, I'm thinking core work tomorrow. Work in the midsection. Work on that drum. Try to get more definition out of that sumbitch. I think that'll be all right. One of the two. At least I have an idea. Wow, I wonder if that guy's riding a motorcycle. Never understood that. Like, I understand the dumb kid who's got, I want to put fucking awesome exhaust on my car, and then every time I'm in a tunnel, I'm going to put it in neutral and rev it up really loud to let everybody know that I'm there. It's like, okay, dummy, hope you get pulled over by the cops for being too loud like a fucking idiot. Same thing with motorcycle guy, though. Rev, rev, rev. It's like, oh, cool. I remember when I first got my license. I thought I was badass, too. Yeah. Oh, and then these assholes that are trying to merge in. It's like, sorry, kid, I'm here. You are not. Every bit of fuck your life, pal. Hitting the brakes there. That's what that was. Always sucked. Boy, I wish I had me some dash cams. 8 of them. 2 in the front, 2 in the back, 1 on each car window. Just to show you, like, look at this asshole trying to merge in. It's like, just get in line. If you know you're going to take the ramp to I-95, get in that ramp lane. Instead of flying up and then trying to cut people off and jumping in front. Don't be a dick. Be a dude. You know? Man, what else? I got to get some topics rolling on. Oh, World Series. The Kansas City Royals win it in 5 games over the New York Mets. I unofficially did pick them to win because, well, they went last year and they went 7 games in a losing effort. I just felt they were a more complete team than the Mets. Mets had great pitching, but it all caught up. Kansas City, congrats, dude. That's awesome. I mean, when I was a kid, like, I was a big George Brett fan. Him and Ripken Jr. for the Orioles, but it's like they were grinders, they were hustlers, they were tough guys, you know? They were like real men of the sport. And I had good respect for them. So, I mean, George Brett is still a part of the organization to whatever degree. I forgot. One of those things like president of baseball operations or some shit like that, you know? He's still a part of the organization, so it's good. I mean, he was there. He won it back in 1985 when the Royals were victorious. Nothing against the Mets, you know. Like I said, in their win, their lone win of the World Series. What was that? Game 3, I think it was. Team captain David Wright, who's been there since day one with the Mets, he drove in 4 runs, and he alone outscored the Royals. So yeah, it's, you know, it's tough. I mean, what a great playoff run that we had for baseball. It's like, but now, you know, football is still doing its thing. We're getting close to midway through the season. Hockey and basketball have already started up, so there's a little snowball rolling going on here. Catch some momentum. I enjoy hockey. I'll pay far more attention to that than I will basketball. Basketball doesn't mean shit till after the All-Star break, because even the All-Star game is a bit of a joke. I mean, I'm more concerned with, like, fuck the dunk contest. You've seen every dunk imaginable. Jump over a car and dunk a ball. Oh, did you see that? Yeah, it sounds like a fucking, like a kung fu movie, the way people react to that. Like, oh, he's balling, oh! It sounds like a kung fu movie. Like, dude, if you haven't seen anybody dunk a basketball yet, you're a fucking lame ass. You've seen every dunk imaginable. Now, the three-point contest, well, that's kind of a unique skill. Shooting a basketball from a designated distance around the arc of the three-point line. You only get a certain amount of basketballs. You only get a certain amount of time. That to me is a little more impressive. Yeah, well, he's just shooting a basketball. Ohio plate right there. That to me is more impressive because, well, you know, it's, sure, there's no style involved. It's just more skill. I guess that's just the kind of guy I am. I want results and not flash. You know? Or like the point guard competition, like where they run around the little... It's kind of like an obstacle course, and you got to do a bounce pass and bounce it through a tire and all this shit, and, you know, run around these obstacles that would therefore be defenders and do all this stuff. And I don't know. That stuff to me is better. Than just, oh, look at the dunk. Oh! You've seen every dunk imaginable. How the fuck can you get amped up for that shit anymore? It's like if Daryl Dawkins never existed, but then joined the dunk contest and shattered the fucking backboards, yeah, that guy would win. I mean, he would essentially put a halt to the show, at least on one side of the court. But then if he broke them both, yeah, he just shut the whole fucking thing down. Just give him the trophy. Just like, he's the winner. The dunk contest, such a fucking joke, though. It just, you know, once you've seen little guys like Spud Webb and D. Brown win the fucking thing, like, that's great. You know, Jordan versus Dominique, come on, those are iconic. Nobody remembers, you know, a random guy from fucking Minnesota, random guy from Boston that wins it. You just, what, was it Gerald Green or something? I know it was a guy last name Green who played for Boston. I thought it was kind of coincidental. And it's like, really? But he won with that dunk? Like, okay, I honestly thought, like, that Dwight Howard was better or whatever, like a Vince Carter, okay, like, he put on his show. But, like, we've seen it all at that point. Like, if the dunk contest was shown to us by Jordan and Dominique, and you get those good flashes of Spud Webb and a D. Brown, little guys like that winning the dunk contest. You know, Isaiah Ryder had his good, I think he did the under the leg shit. Vince Carter all the way up to the elbow. Like, well, okay, that's it. That's it. We've seen them all now. We've seen them all. Put on your fucking Superman cape, Dwight Howard. Do that funny little thing. You know, Nate Robinson, all 5'6" of them. It's like, you're dressed in green because you're Superman's kryptonite. Ha ha ha. Like, it's gimmicks. Oh, Blake Griffin jumped over a Kia and dunked okay, yeah, so the dunk contest is brought to you by Kia. So he jumped over a fucking Kia car and dunked the ball. Ooh, good for you. That's, so what? Like, you've become the circus. Like, well, what do we get now? Elephants to stand up on their hind legs and shit all over the place, and the clowns got to come sweep it up? But we've seen it already. Like, this is done. It's stupid. It's a bogus spectacle upon itself, but somehow YouTube eats it up. Oh, look at that dunk. Oh! Like they're taking a really massive shit, or they're having really good, probably really bad sex if you're making those noises. I was like, you've seen every dunk. How does this excite you anymore? It's like, I guess I'm the kind of guy that likes, quality, I guess, over, the flash. I like the substance. A guy shooting three-pointers at a consistent clip, pop, 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 nail him. That's more impressive to me than a guy who gets like 10 attempts to try a dunk. Oh, he tried 3 times to hit a 360 dunk, spinning around, you know. Oh, he got it on the 4th try. Oh, 8.5 rating. Yeah, the judges loved that one. Dude, it took him 4 tries. Fuck off. Now, hockey, the All-Star game is a bit of a joke. The skills competition, some of it's good. The fastest slap shot and the fastest skater, literally just speeding around the ice. That, to me, that's kind of impressive. Who can skate the fastest and who's got the hardest slap shot? To me, those things are quantifiable. Hey, that's impressive. Like, those things to me, I think matter. Or at the very least, it is impressive. Speed and power. We're usually impressed by those. A dunk, maybe there's a little bit of power involved in it. But it's more style points. I'm not so ramped up on that kind of stuff. I'm just not. But granted, if I can get back towards the topic a little bit, hockey and basketball, I'm not gonna totally dive into basketball till after the All-Star break. Hockey, I will pay attention to. I do like it more than basketball. But hoops, I don't know. Second half of the season and basically second round of the playoffs on in. Now, like, that's the more important shit. Hockey, to me, every bit of the playoffs is fucking amazing to watch. It's very much like baseball. And sure, football. I'm with football. College, I'll pay attention to a little more. Conference championships and the playoffs and the bowl games and all that stuff. That, to me, makes a little more... I get more out of that. I suppose football, I don't know. It's just, to me, they're really trying to force it down your throat. There's a reason, I think. I was like, you go ahead and love it. Go ahead. Yes, I'll be watching the playoffs, or at least paying attention to it for football, but college, to me, will take kind of precedent there. And when the NFL is done, well, then that's time to really start paying attention more so to hockey as they come down the stretch. Who's going to be seated where? Basketball, for me, honestly, yes, second round of the playoffs on in. What was that? Quarterfinals, conference finals, finals. That's about it. That's all basketball's worth to me. If you can't tell where your team is at by the All-Star break, you're an idiot, and why do you watch? I think we still got a chance. You're going to be the number 7 seed, and no, you're not going to win it. You're not going to win shit. Sorry. Well, that's my take on sports. Yeah, well, hell, you don't got to get hot about it, Mike. Goddamn. I want to start using that a lot more. Well, you ain't got to get hot about it. That's kind of like if that's one of those, it's like you're getting hot for no reason, you're flaring up your temper for no reason. Like, my sarcastic side to that is kind of my 2 questions. One of them is, well, other than that, Mrs. Lincoln, what'd you think of the play tonight? When somebody goes on a rant, that's a sarcastic question to kind of, okay, yeah, put them back in check, so to speak. And the other one, which is kind of related the same way, is, well, other than that, Mrs. Kennedy, how do you like Texas so far? Is it funny to make, to poke fun at assassinated presidents? Well, no, but you get the joke. And even still, the other one that I'll roll with, well, you ain't got to get hot about it. Hopefully, it's enjoyable to me when I say that and the person gets the joke. Like, they get it. Because a kid that I work with, he went on a little tangent one time, and that's, I forgot what he was talking about. Maybe the Dolphin game or something like that. And just when he got done with rattling off what he was saying, I was like, it gave him the old, well, you ain't got to get hot about it. And he's kind of started laughing. He's like, oh, whatever, you get what I'm saying. He knew that I was fucking, ribbing him a little bit. I'll say that to another friend of mine. Like, goddamn, you ain't got to get hot about it. No, I'm not getting hot about it. I'm just saying. Like, no, you ain't got to get hot about it. No, dude, I'm not getting hot, though. Okay. It's like, he doesn't get the joke. He doesn't realize, yeah, okay, let me simmer down some. I get you. Sometimes you got to do that with people. If they get the joke, that's even better. If they understand, it's like, okay, whatever. Yeah, I'm done. I'm off the soapbox for now. All right. So, hell, even if I got to check myself sometimes, well, you ain't got to get hot about it, Mike. Fine by me. I want to bring those things, the Mrs. Lincoln, the Mrs. Kennedy, and they ain't got to get hot about it. I want to bring those into my, hopefully, daily regimen of shit that I go along with. It's just funny. I try to keep things a little even keel sometimes. But some people aren't level-headed enough to see things even keel, you know what I mean? 6 minutes to go as I'm passing up the Coca-Cola plant. I wonder if it's just a distributor or do they actually fucking formulate the shit in there? Because if you remember, Coca-Cola is I think it's, I don't know if it's headquartered or based or whatever, but I want to say, well, Georgia for sure. I don't know if it's Atlanta specifically, but Coca-Cola pretty much helped the state of Georgia through the Great Depression. Now, whether or not they were still using cocaine in it when they, during that time, I'd have to look that up specifically. Oh, this guy. Dude, you got that. Nose up, motherfucker. You got that. You're clear. Jesus Christ. And that's the guy that's probably been in 6 accidents before. Yet he's cautious to pass somebody to get in the left lane. If I had 8 dash cams, you'd see what I was talking about. 5 minutes to go. Fuck, I just wasted a minute on nothing. man, there ain't no clouds. Well, hardly any clouds out. It's just fucking nice out. Still 91 degrees. Well, you ain't got to get hot about it. And I'll be locked inside all day. Oh, it'll be nice, though. Got a couple things. I can get this video all cracked up and loaded and imported, exported, transferred, filed, blah, blah, blah. Everything for you. For your listening pleasure. Because there's not much to look at with it. Not gonna lie. Woo! Why not? Hey, it's November. Like, I'm always thinking ahead. But in talking with my brother, who I might have to get a hold of him during the week at some point. But when he gets his schedule lined up, like, because he works at a fucking, at a paper mill, factory work, essentially. And it's rotational shift work. Well, it's not that the work is rotational, just the schedule is rotational. This week, you're 6 till 2. The next week, you're 2 till 10. The next week, you're overnight 10 till 6. And it's just repeat, repeat, repeat. So they literally have that schedule mapped out well ahead of time. And pretty soon, he should have his 2016 schedule all set up. And he's going to say, all right, here's what I'm looking at, blah, blah, blah. So when you get your vacation, get your ass back here, we're looking late March, early April is what we're aiming for. We want to get that set up as snug as we can. I'm just waiting on that. I don't give a fuck what the weather looks like. In late March, early April, it's still going to be mildly shitty out in north central Wisconsin. But just, if that's like my big vacation every year is to see my friends and family, It's like, I really don't care what the weather's like. I really don't. Because, like I said, it's 91 degrees here and it's November. Everybody else is telling me, fuck off. We don't need to hear that shit. It's beautiful out. Hardly any clouds and you should be at the beach, man. Eat a bowl of dicks, Mike. Well, you ain't got to get hot about it. But you get what I'm saying. Like, I don't mind visiting the change of weather and shit like that. It's like, are you sure? Oh, it's going to be cold. Motherfucker, I grew up in that stuff long enough. I should be okay with it right now. It's like anybody coming down here to visit me for an extended period of time, like the humidity might kill them. Unless they've lived here before and they understand what it's like. But, well, I don't know too many people that were under those circumstances, so, especially friends and family. And there's just an oddball thought. Got 2 minutes to go here. 2-minute warning. Geographically, right now, I don't know who my closest family member is to me. Like, if I'm in Broward County, Florida, that's B-R-O-W-A-R-D. If I'm in Broward County, I don't know who my closest, like, I don't want to say living, but, like somebody, well, they're wherever they're residing. I don't know where my closest residing relative, through blood or marriage, I don't care. I don't know where they are. So basically, my friends and family are about 1,600 miles away from me, I mean, sure, I got friends in Orlando. I don't want to negate them, but I mean, if I only lived there for about 2 years, I don't want to throw them under the bus. The people I went to high school with and shit like that, Well, family, too. I don't know, Chicago, maybe? Is that, like, the closest residing relatives that I have anywhere? I really don't know. Maybe I got family, I don't know, in Tennessee. Maybe I got family in the Carolinas. I just don't know. Louisiana, perhaps. I just don't know. So it's interesting, like, fuck, man. You talk about just being out in the wild, well, it's not like I'm in the middle of nowhere, but pretty much on my own, trying to make my own strides. Well, that's just part of the 30-minute musings, I suppose, with about 30 seconds to go. You ain't got to get hot about it. Talked a decent amount of sports, which, sports ain't for everybody, I get that. Just trying to spill some of the same shit. Boy, there's a lot of repeat material in these. I understand. I know I've talked about my brother's schedule and talked about sports and what this is this, blah, 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 whatever. I think this is overrated. We all know that. I'm just trying to yammer and give you some content, something to listen to for a couple of seconds. But you know the routine. Till we meet again, I'll catch your ass down the road.